Today, we're looking into the future. The question on everyone's mind is where will Bitcoin's price be by the year 2030? For a long-term asset like Bitcoin, short-term price movements can be a distraction. To understand its potential, we need to zoom out and look at the big picture. Predicting a specific price is impossible, but we can explore the factors that will likely drive Bitcoin's value in the years to come, and examine the most compelling predictions. There are several key forces that could shape Bitcoin's trajectory toward 2030. Let's break them down. Number 1 is scarcity and the halving. Bitcoin's core value is its scarcity. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins in existence. The rate at which new Bitcoin is created is cut in half approximately every 4 years, an event known as the halving. The next one is just around the corner, and historically, these events have been followed by significant price increases due to the reduction in supply. By 2030, we will have gone through at least one more halving, further solidifying Bitcoin's deflationary nature. This makes it a stark contrast to traditional fiat currencies which can be printed endlessly. Number 2 is institutional adoption. In recent years, we've seen a monumental shift. Bitcoin has moved from a fringe speculative asset to a legitimate part of the global financial system. The approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs in major markets has opened the floodgates for traditional investors to gain exposure. Major corporations like MicroStrategy and institutions like Deutsche Bank are not only investing in Bitcoin but also exploring its long-term potential. This influx of institutional capital and the creation of easy-to-access products is a massive driver of demand. By 2030, it's highly likely that Bitcoin will be a standard component of institutional portfolios. Number 3. Macroeconomic trends. Global economic conditions play a huge role. We are in an era of unprecedented debt and currency debasement by governments worldwide. As concerns about inflation and the stability of traditional financial systems grow, investors are seeking alternative store of value. Bitcoin, often referred as digital gold, is increasingly seen as a hedge against these risks. If these macroeconomic trends continue, Bitcoin's role as a safe haven asset will only strengthen. Number 4. Regulation and maturation. One of the biggest hurdles Bitcoin has faced is regulatory uncertainty. However, as governments and financial institutions become more comfortable with the asset, we are seeing a shift toward clearer, more sensible regulation. This maturation reduces risk for both individual and institutional investors. As the market becomes more transparent and secure, more capital will flow in. Some experts, like those at Deutsche Bank, even suggest that Bitcoin could become a complementary reserve asset for national central banks by the year 2030. Given these factors, what are the actual price predictions from experts and analysts? The forecasts vary widely, from conservatives to incredibly bullish. Let's first look at the conservative view. Some analysts, while bullish on the long-term trend, suggest a more measured growth. They may see Bitcoin reaching a few $100,000, perhaps even approaching the $500,000 mark by the end of the decade. This perspective accounts for potential volatility in the market cycles, but still acknowledges Bitcoin's fundamental value proposition. Then there's the bullish view. This is where things get really interesting. Visionaries and analysts from firms like Fidelity and prominent figures like Hal Finney, a pioneer of Bitcoin, have made bold predictions. Some forecast a price of $1 million per Bitcoin or even higher by 2030. These predictions are based on the idea that Bitcoin's market capitalization could eventually rival or even surpass that of gold. This is a common thread in many of the most bullish predictions. If Bitcoin were to reach the same market cap as gold, its price would be in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. If it were to become a global reserve asset or gain even wider adoption as a store of value for individuals, its price could easily exceed this. It's crucial to remember that these are all predictions. The future is uncertain, and Bitcoin's journey will be volatile. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. However, the key takeaway is this: the fundamental drivers behind Bitcoin's value, scarcity, growing institutional adoption, and its role as a hedge against inflation are stronger than ever. The narrative has shifted. By 2030, Bitcoin may no longer be just a revolutionary technology. It could be an essential and established part of the global financial landscape. As always, this is not financial advice. make sure to always do your own research and understand the risks. If you enjoyed this video and you want more videos about Bitcoin, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.